Hey guys, welcome back. VGCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things injustice.
Or as I was saying earlier, all things that are unjust.
Oh my god. And this is for the week of July 23rd, 2020. The current character challenge is for Suicide Squad Deadshot. That is a 1 week repeat. The required characters are none at normal difficulty, and there's less fights, only 9 fights for each ladder. And then at higher level difficulties, it goes back to the normal number of fights per ladder, and it goes back to having character requirements. And so at the higher difficulties, although you should just reset so that you never have to play at those difficulties anyways, the required characters are Deathstroke, Lobo, and Superman, who are bronze, gold, and gold respectively. If you're looking at the lowest tier, you can get them. His passive is I Never Miss, which is all aiming minigames have a 50% bigger sweet spot to attain max damage, which will be up from 200% to 250% damage. And if a Suicide Squad member is fighting, there is a chance for an off-screen assist from Deadshot. He has 1,450 attack and 1,250 health, last available in June of 2019.
Wow, that's more than a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so what's great about this challenge is it's better prizes like all the Suicide Squad challenges. It's the cost of entry, completing the first challenge, is lower than all the other challenges, which is great for new players, which is as it should be.
Yeah, and so the prizes are a silver pack, a gear locker, and a gold pack instead of what it usually is, which is bronze pack, then credits, then silver pack.
Yeah, right before the challenge character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the challenge itself. What can we say about Deadshot? He's got good high stats, and maybe an explanation of his passive. The off-screen assist is basically an unblockable special. So I think if one of his teammates tags in, there's a laser sighting on him.
Yeah, like a laser pointer shows up, and then the next special that you use will be unblockable.
Yeah. I think... I don't know if... I might be getting this mixed up. I feel like that he's got a chance to stun on combo ender. Not a high one, but some that's not stated anywhere. And the combo ender counts as 2 hits, so you get double effect from gears like Razzle Glow Scimitar or Gauntlets of Azrael or Overpowered Super, which is great. I think... Listen, he's definitely a lot of fun. I think my bias is that if I'm not playing a team that fully takes advantage of a passive, I'm less likely to do it, and I probably should get over that and start playing with him a little bit more, only to just test out how good he is as a basic damage dealer. Because I think this one of the Deadshots, I can't remember if it's this one or Arkham Origins Deadshot, has that thing where there's a chance that he'll just keep on doing his combo and it won't stop for a while. Like instead of doing a swipe to finish it, that he'll just keep on
just keep trucking,
keep on whacking on you.
Yeah. This week's multiplayer reward is the Batmobile, which gives you one fully upgraded 25% max health increase, and then for Batman only, 20% super move damage increase. For Batman only, 100% area effect. Opponent team takes 25% damage from your super move. And again for Batman only, 100% chance for 5 seconds invulnerability after your super move is activated.
So, last available in January 2020. And when you look at those dates, right? So we're going from a challenge that was last more than a year ago to a multiplayer season reward that was just this year. It's striking. I mean, people ask all the time, well, you predict and you have a schedule for the multiplayer, and our prediction for next week, if it stays, is Blackest Night Doomsday. But you can't predict the challenge because it's been relatively erratic. There's a lot more characters they can mess around with, and there hasn't been any kind of consistent order.
Yeah.
But in the case of the multiplayer reward, it's only changed recently to include all the goodies that we've been missing for a long time, like Cantu Totem, Claw of Horus, and Necron Scythe. So hopefully we're still in the middle. It's been consistent so far. We're still in the middle of a nice big cycle that includes everything that we care about.
And as far as this gear goes, it sucks. It's not very good.
Yeah, it's not hard to make an argument. I mean, I'm sure some people will disagree with us. I can make a reasonable argument why this is the worst legendary gear ever. I mean, if you start with the fact that when it's fully evolved, there's only one non-Batman ability. So if you're Batman, it's great, and it's a gear that's really not for anybody else.
Yeah.
So, you know, and people might say, well, there's like a ton of Batman skins, so it's really good for a lot of people. And if you make that argument, then you have to look at the abilities. And so a 25% health boost is higher than any non-legendary gear, that max out, I think, at 22%. But listen, Brandish Ninjato gives you 40%. His helmet gives 40%. Fourth World Chestplate gets 40%, right? So
Yeah.
Not great. And the other effects are all super move effects. And I don't know how many people playing here were around when it was maximum level 40 and Elite 5.
And no online.
Right, and no online. So when you play online and you do super move, there's a percentage that can be blocked.
Yeah, it seems like it's up to 50% just about.
Or I guess I don't think I've
Or
ever
is it
seen
up to like 49%?
49% because they won't let you get 50%.
Whatever. It seems like it should be up to 50%.
Right. So back then, the super move was actually useful because there was getting that last bar of power, even though you weren't getting a 50% boost in the amount of damage, which was worth it because it was unblockable.
Yeah, and blocking used to be better actually.
Yes, used to block more damage.
Yeah, so the only way to get consistently a massive amount of damage was to use your super move.
Right. So, I mean, there's still the frame lock, or it's for Special 1 and Special 2, but the fact is that they've done successive things to make super moves worse.
Yeah.
So, the fact that your opponent can block some of it when you're playing online, and the fact that there's so many crit chance for specials 1 and 2 that you're basically boosting the a lot of special 2s will do more damage than the special 3.
Yeah, especially after the block.
Right. And special 2 costs 1 bar power less.
And I think the important part to note is that the damage blocked on a super move is not based off of whether or not you were blocking before the attack.
Exactly. You always get
so
a
it's
chance
automatic.
To block.
Yeah.
Right. So in that context, when you talk about a 20% boost to the damage of super, that's really inconsequential. The 25% splash damage is interesting, but it's actually not as good as 15% splash damage, which is a lower number when you use Fourth World Godly Mace for Special 2, or even a 50% splash damage on Special 1 with League of Assassins Knives. And I gotta tell you, 5 seconds invulnerability after super, it's not nearly enough. I mean, you compare that to, I guess, Astro Harness, I think you get 8 seconds. Is it 8 seconds? It's something, 5 seconds is inconsequential.
Yeah.
So I think I've said before, if you could equip this gear and it didn't cost you a slot, it'd be useful, but there's so many other gears that are just better that it's hard to justify putting the Batmobile on anybody, even any Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly, I can think of a lot more 3.5 and 2.5 star gears that I'd rather have in one of my 9 slots.
Yeah, that don't actually make you change your strategy for very little return on investment.
So good for completionists, but not for anybody else.
In the store, we have the Red Sun pack for $26.99, which comes with 3 out of the 6 Red Sun characters. There's a 16% chance for each of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Deathstroke, and Green Lantern. And there's an extra 4% chance, a 20% chance for Solomon Grundy.
Of course, they do.
Yeah,
that
the crappiest one.
Yeah. I mean, I still remember when the Red Sun pack was one of the credit packs and not cash. And that was the great deal because of the synergy of the team. That was, I think, the first team pack that actually was more than just like repackaging, because there was a Man of Steel pack. And it wasn't that great because they were both in the store, but this was a great pack to get, and it was worth hoarding your credits for.
Yeah. We also have the Rebirth Jessica Cruz Challenge Pack for 200,000 credits, which gives you a 6.16% chance instead of a 2.86% chance of getting the character, which, not worth it. Pretty crap deal.
When you think about it, you're buying every 3 packs of this you buy, you could have bought 4 packs of the regular challenge pack.
Yeah.
And that more than makes up for, when you include all the stuff you can sell back, more than makes up for the extra chance. Because there's other characters that are really good. Very rarely are you going to need only the one character, only want the one character.
For sure. And in our Survivor, we have the Suicide Squad Companion Gear set until the 29th of July 2020.
Okay.
Phantom Zone is also finished. Fight 62 is still broken. And last weekend's breakthrough was Bane, Killer Frost, and Ares as predicted. So based on the schedule, this weekend will likely be Sinestro, Green Arrow, and Scorpion.
All right, and there's a link in the description to a Reddit thread that Devlin16 put up that goes over the complete breakthrough cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, current glitches. Remember, every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We maintain that playlist. Spoiler alert, nothing new this week. But if you're really wanting to know when there's a change, we update the playlist first. We don't wait until Thursday rolls around. We're Android only, so we can only confirm these glitches for Android. But we have mentioned other things, and we will, about iOS when some users have posted it and it seems credible.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we start with the significant not working glitches that you won't see in the list, so you won't know whether we're just missing them or they're not in existence.
Yeah.
There's no working glitch for credits that we're willing to endorse. We always qualify it. We talk about the reasons in more detail in a previous Q&A, or P and Q and C and A and T, Season 6, Episode 9, which we'll link. And the main reason is that the risk of having one account simultaneously logged into with two devices, too much of a risk of having your account suspended. We know it's happened before, even though a lot of people were saying it's not a problem now, so we just aren't willing to endorse it.
Mm-hmm. So there is also currently nothing to get repeated past multiplayer season rewards, nothing to get early multiplayer season rewards in a way that is actually good for you. There's a way to sort of accidentally trigger stuff, but that makes you lose out on the chance to actually do well in that season. There's nothing to get through Phantom Zone quickly
when it's there, because it's just finished. Yeah.
And the free energy without having to watch the video glitch is gone because the button is gone, so there's no way to even watch the video, never mind skip watching the video.
So working glitches. So remember, video, if we're not going to explain it in all its boring detail, but click on the videos in the playlist if you want to see. So the challenge reset method requiring Google Play Cloud Save is working. You already alluded to that when you talked about resetting the current Suicide Squad Deadshot challenge, which it has been shown to work on. And even though Phantom Zone is not here, just remember it's basically the same glitch as resetting the Phantom Zone. So don't get into too much of the habit of just resetting whenever. Keep that in mind, that when Phantom Zone is back, you're resetting progress of both whenever you do the glitch.
Mm-hmm.
And we've cut and pasted a comment from viewer Jonathan Yang on how to reset the challenge on an iOS device. Breakthrough glitch let you play it repeatedly is still working.
Airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. That's good for both packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. It does not work in the Phantom Zone for us because that requires an online connection. If you try to do it, you'll get some variation of it looking like it works, it showing you a different reward, but then it does not actually update it properly in your collection.
Right.
Yeah. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited 3-hour play and energy recharges. As always, return your clock back to normal before you finish messing around with time. And last but not least, in between not working and working glitches, there's the promotion glitch, where you can promote characters that are still locked. It hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's not testable, not usable, but we have never seen it fail when the conditions are there.
I mean, it's pretty close. Right now, the challenge is actually in the first slot instead of the sort of early access pack, but we haven't had the pop-up that takes you directly to the store for ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there we go.
And that's it for this week. So we'll wrap it up like we always do with a big thank you to our patrons on Patreon who are supporting us, and that's Console Peasant and Edwoon at the top tier Last Word, Mohammed Albshaiti at the Your Message Here tier, Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, Michael DeVries, Brandon C., and Irvin Ruiz, who are supporting us on the credited level, and Chris Wolff, Scarlet, Dani, and Awesomegamer 241 at the gratitude level.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Komoda.